So it's been a hot minute since I haven't looked like shit on this channel. Hi guys, it's Teresa. Welcome back to my channel. As you might be able to tell, I'm sick a little bit right now, so if I look and sound weird, I apologize. Can't really do anything about it. I love this series of unfortunate events that occurred these last 2 weeks where I had my accident and then I was sort of out of it because of that for a little bit, but now I have a cold, so all around a fun time. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my TBR for March. In March, I'm actually going to be participating in a readathon called March Mystery Madness, which I also participated in last year. I read so many books in March last year. I don't know how, because it's the first month of the semester, so I don't know why I had that much time. I think I read 15 books or some crazy thing like that. I don't know. So I will link their official Twitter down below, but basically it's a readathon where you just read a bunch of mysteries, as many as you like or want. There are some reading prompts, but you don't have to follow them if you don't want to. As always, it's a pretty liberal readathon, anything goes. You can just, if you read a mystery, you're basically participating. But I am going to be trying to stick to the prompts. So first I'm going to talk about those, and then I'll talk about the rest of the books that I'm planning on reading this month. Before we get started, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying my content. And now let's jump right into it. So there are 5 prompts that you can find books for if you like. The first is Old. And for Old, I'm going to be reading Dead Cold, which funnily enough rhymes, by Louise Penny. Now this is book 2 in the Cormorant Strike is a different series. Stop it, Teresa. This is the Armand Gamache, Chief Inspector Armand Gamache series. It's set in Canada. I really enjoyed the first book, which I think I also read for this readathon last year. That's kind of cool. Basically, the reason I'm choosing this for Old is because, as you might be able to tell, this is a secondhand copy, so the book is kind of old looking, at least. It's not that old in terms of publications, but I think that goes pretty well. I don't know what this is about. It's just the second book in a mystery series, so I'm assuming it's set in the same town with a kind of recurring cast of characters, but also completely new people and a new mystery, so I'm excited. My sister is currently in Canada, so I don't know if that's gonna make me scared for her life or what, but I guess we'll see. The next prompt is Again, and because these are so loosely structured, I'm gonna just, do my own thing, whatever. And for this, I'm reading Force of Nature by Jane Harper. This is the second book in another mystery series that I also started last year this time around. I don't know, I just am now realizing this. That's kind of funny. This one is set in Australia and it follows a police officer called Aaron Falk. The first book was called The Dry and I quite enjoyed that. The reason I'm counting this for Again is because it's obviously a sequel and I've read a book by this author before. I guess I could also count Dead Cold for this challenge, so if I don't get around to this one, I'll just count this one, but I kind of want to read both, so I guess we'll see. The next reading prompt is new, and for this I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid. This is a book that I acquired in my latest or second to last book haul, and I'm excited about it. I've heard very mixed things. I think most people really enjoyed the majority of the book but hated the ending, so I'm nervous but excited at the same time. It's very, very short, so I'm hoping to get to it soon. The next prompt is Borrowed, and for this I want to read Neverworld Awake by Marisha Pessl. This isn't technically a borrowed book, but if you've been keeping up on my channel, I first bought this book for myself new, but then somebody contacted me on Instagram and asked if I wanted her copy because she was wanting to get rid of it. So basically I returned my copy and got this one. So it's a secondhand copy that I am indefinitely borrowing from someone. At least that's how I'm framing it, so it will fit for this question. As far as I know, this is about a group of friends where one of them dies and then they all leave town but then return again and things kind of come up again. I think it's kind of this very generic premise, but I really enjoyed Night Film by Marisha Pessl and I'm so excited to read something else by her. I can't wait to kind of dive back into her writing and I hope I enjoy this. And then the last official prompt is Blue, and for this I'm again counting Dead Cold because it just offers itself up for that, and I honestly don't have any blue mysteries or thrillers or anything of the like that I could find, so I'm just gonna go with this one. So as you might be able to tell, all of these obviously have something to do with weddings, so there is a bonus prompt if you read something that has to do with weddings, like features a wedding, but I have no idea if any of these books do. I don't know most of the plot to most of the books I own, and I'm not about to go through them all, find a wedding book. So if one of them accidentally features a wedding, then cool, but I'm not specifically going after this particular prompt. My nose is getting progressively redder throughout this video because I keep having to blow it and take off my makeup in the process. I'm sorry, I'm a mess, okay? Let's all just deal with it. So that concludes the March Mystery Madness part of my TBR, and obviously those 4 books are one thing, but I am trying to read 10 books every month, so I chose 6 other books that I also will try to get to in the month of March. The first one was also on my February TBR, but I just didn't get to it in February, so I'm hoping to read it now, and that is The Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin. It's the final book in the Broken Earth trilogy. I did read The Obelisk Gate last month, but yeah, this one I couldn't squeeze in anymore. So I am trying to get to this as early as possible, hopefully, to finally take it off my list and finish a series. I also want to read the last book in another series, which is The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. I'm currently reading book 3 in the Raven cycle, which is called Blue Lily Lily Blue. This is the final one. I'm probably going to pick this up later today because I'm literally like 100 pages off the end of Blue Lily Lily Blue. Wow, that is really hard to say. But yeah, I'm enjoying the series so far, except for the Dream Thief. Spoiler alert, go watch my wrap-up when it comes out, but I mean, what the hell is that book? Anyway, I'm hoping to enjoy the last one. I think this series has so much potential, and it's been kind of a roller coaster, but pretty cool so far, and I just want it so badly. I want it to end on a high note, so I guess we'll see. I'm nervous, but excited. The next book I would like to get to this month is Blindsided by Meg Howry. This is very random. I picked this up after reading The Crane's Dance by this author because I just loved her writing style, and I kind of bought everything else she'd ever written. This book is a kind of coming-of-age story, I believe, about a 17-year-old boy that grows up in a kind of new-agey family and environment, and then I think he eventually journeys to Los Angeles with his father and gets to know a different world there. It does sound a little bit generic YA coming-of-age, but I think that if her writing style in this is as good as in The Crane's Dance, I won't really care. Then I want to read a very random book that I found on my TBR, and I bought this on a whim because those are always the most random ones. Several years ago, I have not looked at it since putting it on my shelf, and I just kind of want to try and read it, and that is The End of the World as We Know It by Ivy Palmer. I don't really know what this book is about. I think it's about an alien apocalypse or something like that. I'm just gonna give it a shot. I won't force myself to finish it if I don't enjoy it. I've never heard anything about this book, so I literally have no idea what is expecting me, but I'm trying to not come to any foregone conclusions about these books that are so obscure, because it can be kind of dangerous to like sort of turn the whole thing into a self-fulfilling prophecy where you go into it expecting it to be bad and then it becomes bad kind of because of that. So again, we shall see. If any of you have read this book for some reason before, let me know what you thought. Second to last, I have my Project TBR read for the month, and this month I'm going to try to read Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. As you know, I'm trying to read 12 books off of my long-term TBR this year, and so far I'm on track. I've read 2 books so far, and I'm hoping to get to this one. I've really enjoyed pretty much anything Jane Austen has written, so I have high expectations. And finally, I want to read this Detective Conan manga, volume 89 by Gosho Aoyama. I've been slacking on my Japanese practice recently. This book has been on and off my currently reading for so long because I read a few pages and then I'm like bored or exhausted by having to look up kanji or words or whatever. And yeah, I just have to sit down and actually read this. Like, it's really not that long. Even in Japanese, I could probably read this in a day, so I should just do it. I am forcing myself basically to do it by putting it on this list because I don't want to, procrastinate on this any longer. And that is all for my March TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what's on your TBR for the month of March. Let me know if you're participating in any readathons. I actually wanted to participate also in the buzzword readathon, but there is literally not a single book on my shelf with any of the buzzwords. Even after they have extended the buzzwords to like all W's, like who, where, why, when, how, I don't know. I know how is not a W, but like that one too. It's just kind of crazy to me that I don't have a single book with any of these words in the title. But I guess that's how it is. I'm participating at least in the March Mystery Madness one, so that should be okay. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe. I upload every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, and I will see you very soon with another video. Until then, have a lovely week. Bye!